Yo, hey guys, it's Beast, back with some more beastly content. Today, we are going to be playing some Unlimited Ninja VN, the Flash browser game from 2013 that still receives updates. So this is the latest PvE content released to this game. It has a name of Endless Trials. We are currently challenging like stage 1, 4 or something like that. I do believe it gives you the materials to do another new feature added to the game, and it's a gacha. Actually, there's a gacha in this game now. We will be checking that out in a bit, where we will be doing some summons on that said gacha. You unlock the tickets by challenging this stage. I do believe we're getting like 2-star clears out of 3. I don't know what all those words say. I haven't sat down and translated every single mission there just so that I can get 3-star clears. We're just going to settle with 2s. As you can see though, we are one rounding every single stage here as we go through these stages, though we do actually hit a hiccup where we run into a stage where we cannot clear it, which is wild to me because it seemed like every single stage up to that one, we were one rounding the entire thing. And 90% of it, all props are going to Mitsuki on this, guys, because Mitsuki's just absolutely slaying in this. As you can see there's our new Atsuki. Does do some good damage. I don't think he's actually AoE. That or the other guys just aren't taking any damage. But he only attacked the 2 in the middle, it seemed like. Mitsuki attacked everybody, but once again, I might be just like a defense thing here. These are really high-end PvE stages, by the way. I have 126 million battle points, which you start out with 0, so just think about that. I'm also Rai 3 level something, so I'm pretty high level on this game. This is like 3 years worth of playing the game, but don't worry about it, really. And once again, this game comes from 2013, however, the Unlimited Ninja Vietnamese version came out. This specific version came out in like 2018, 2019, but the original version was released in 2013 by the name of Unlimited Ninja. We call this one Unlimited Ninja VN, even though the official name for it is Naruto Takushion. Linked below if you want to check it out. Once again, you either have to download their launcher or find an APK version of the Puffin browser for your mobile Android device. Then you can load up Flash Theater mode, and you'll be able to play the game on Puffin. Otherwise, you gotta download the launcher on PC. No problem, really. But it is Flash based, so most devices don't support Flash natively, so you can't play it through your browser no more, unfortunately, for those people using Chromebooks. However, maybe if you can figure out a way to play Flash on a Chromebook still, then you can play this game. So good luck, man, but I doubt you can do that. So for now, just remember, download the launcher, you can play the game. It's pretty sweet. There's hundreds and hundreds of different versions of Naruto, Sasuke, everybody. There are so many different characters in this game, so many different units, and so many different units to choose from just in the latest handful of units. So like there's tons of units that are still relevant, that still have decent stats, and there's like 20 or 30 of them to choose from. You can do all sorts of different teams. There's 5 cards on the team. You can go a 3-2-1, you can do a 1-3-1, you can do a 2-2-1, and what I mean by that is like 2 units in the back, 2 units in the middle, 1 unit in the front. The front's the vanguard position, the middle is the soldiers, and the back is supporters. But as you can see here, we were just absolutely blasting through this new PvE content here. I did just want to go ahead and show you the clearing of that, as I have been saying, but also just kind of tell you a bit about the game. Let's see, what else can we talk about it. The next thing coming up once we get this cleared up is going to be the Shinobi card new content feature, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Function, I think, is a proper term for it. But basically, it's a gacha summonable area where you can summon with the tickets acquired from doing this event right here, and get all sorts of different character cards that have different stat bonuses that will give you stat bonuses for your power, boosting different things like your attack or your speed, just different stuff like that. Now, I used to remember the Vietnamese versions of speed and attack and everything and actually know which word was what, but I have no idea anymore. And as you can see here is Shinobi cards. Shinobi cards, if you did not know, come from Boruto. Shinobi cards are these collectible card packs that all the kiddos play, in the Hidden Leaf. and they collect them, and they're just all the famous legendary ninjas, and Naruto's in it, Sasuke's in it, you know, all the legendary ninjas are. So as you can see here, we are collecting ourselves some Shinobi cards, and we will be seeing our full Shinobi card collection once we are done doing our Shinobi card summons. As you can see here, there were a ton of them. I guess I had a ton of the materials required to do these Shinobi summons. We didn't see our gold go down, we didn't see our coupons go down, and we didn't see our silver go down, so that's a good thing. So this is just a completely standalone feature that if you do PvE content for it, you'll be able to upgrade these different ninja cards, get more of them, collect more of them. I don't think I've unlocked every single ninja card yet, and I would also like to see them at higher star rates. It is a very cool system, I will say. We were summoning for quite some time. We had 30 minutes worth of summon tickets for this summon here. So we got a ton of SSRs, a ton of A's, a ton of S's, a ton of SRs, a ton of SSRs. But as you can see here, they each give different stat bonuses for some specific stat. The higher star you make them using dupes, set amount of dupes to star them up, will boost the stat boost. The stat boost can also get a secondary stat boost when it does reach a high enough starring. As you can see, some of them ticking off and showing a secondary +2 of some sort, probably to agility or something. All of these are just incremental boosts to all the different stats and will make your power go up so much. For instance, we started with like 126,400,000 or something like that. Maybe it was 126,500 flat. But regardless, at the end of boosting all of this, I do believe we were nearing 127 million BP. We may have even reached 127 million BP just off of clearing these stages and upgrading these ninja cards and unlocking them and such. I just think it's absolutely crazy. Shinobi card collection, Shinobi cards, definitely a cool new update they added to the game. Definitely a cool idea. Definitely more effort coming from the devs of this 2013 Flash game than come from most gacha games these days. I mean, this is more thought process being done than Dokkan. This is more of a thought process being done than the Tokyo Ghoul game we all like. This is a different thought process than like any other gacha game. They're actually, you know, like, this is like the anime, let's put it in the game. They actually have content coming out. That's crazy that this game gets more content than some current modern day gachas do when it comes to updates. Some games just sit stagnant forever and all they do is release one single new ninja every week. I mean, this game does that. I mean, heck, and it gets content, and it releases a new ninja every other couple weeks. But you don't have to go for every ninja on this game, just because that would either get expensive or, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad because you're on the Vietnamese version. The Vietnamese version is substantially cheaper than the global version. Another little bit of a backstory on this game is the fact that the highest top-up for this game was a 40k top-up back in the day, and that costed a whopping $1,000 on the global version. On the Vietnamese version, as I have said previously, a 40,000 gold top-up is only $50 at the maximum, $40 at the minimum. It just depends on what gift code you get. You gotta get it from either CGM or Off Gamers. You can get yourself the gift codes for this game. You can also purchase the gold through their Facebook and pay with PayPal. You can purchase through PayPal through the launcher directly even. But there are plenty of payment options if you do decide to pay. $50, 40,000 gold, and during the right event sets, that can turn into like 500 million gold. So, you know, to each, or 500,000, not 500 million, but it can turn into 500,000 gold for a 40k top up on some really good events. And maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration. It's probably more like 300 or 400k gold. But I will say the top-up events are very generous on the Vietnamese version. They used to be more generous, but they're still very generous nonetheless. And the amount of content they release on this game, it just proves they're still making plenty of money off of it, as you can tell here. I just can't believe they added Shinobi cards, something from Boruto, but it's not all that surprising because the more units come out, and the more units come out, and the more episodes of Boruto come out, the more the only units releasing on this game anymore are units from Boruto. I wouldn't be surprised if eventually this game was to try and actually just go ahead and rebrand as like Boruto Ninja or something, and market towards the Boruto audience a little harder, because right now the core base game of this game is Naruto. And while I guess it's okay that they leave it here, Maybe they should make a sequel to the game, the global version should, of course, or even the CN version. A sequel to this game that's Boruto universe and not in Flash anymore, because that is the only concern about playing this game I have, is the fact that I'm playing it through a launcher that makes Flash, which according to Flash's life expectancy thing, they said that could last for 20 years or something, running it through a standalone launcher for companies that absolutely had to have Flash and didn't plan on moving it over anytime soon. And who knows, maybe this version itself will actually get a port to a non-Flash player version eventually, before the in the life for the launcher, because eventually even the launcher won't work for Flash anymore, and then the game will be completely dead when we're not able to play Flash games through launchers. But that's a good still 10 years away or so, according to the Adobe's. They had a press thing they released out for companies that was okay, so if you have to use Flash, here's how you do it. You're going to have to run it in its own environment on your computer, and then it's going to have to do everything you need it to do in that environment and not be on accessing everything on your computer, because that's the main thing. They didn't want Flash accessing all the stuff on your computer that it had access to. They wanted it standalone. And also, they just don't want people using Flash anymore. They just don't want rid of it. But they do offer a solution, which is why we have a launcher, and is why the launcher is fine, is because Adobe does support having launchers for people who have to use Flash because they don't have the time, or they don't have enough time before the end of Flash to actually update it. As you can see here, though, we're going to go ahead and cover gift codes. This game has gift codes. I forgot to mention this. You can get 30,000 gold for absolutely free just by redeeming the gift codes. Go to NarutoTalkSean.com, click the gift codes bag, make sure you're logged into your account. You'll get a full list of gift codes. Copy and paste them, click the present button in the game, copy and paste them into that little box of text, click the button, it'll redeem it, the code will go away, enter the next code. Then you can take that gold, you can use it in Growth Plan and grow it over and over and over and play this game for absolutely free. Get all the latest ninjas, get all the latest event gear, event pets, all that stuff. You can get all of it for absolutely free just by claiming gift codes. So there is not a better time to go ahead and check this game out. It may not be around forever, or maybe it will be around forever. Who really knows? I mean, it's survived since 2013. It's Flash based. It's now running through a launcher. About 10 to 20 years max lifespan left on the launcher version of Flash working, which, I mean, that's a long time. They have time to port it, but will they is the question. But I am out for now, guys. Go ahead and leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. This has been the new latest content added to Unlimited Ninja VN. I am out. See yas. Keep it beast mode.